Okay, I just finished this, and let me tell you, this is the creepiest shit you will ever read in your life. I thought this was bullshit at first. I can't believe what I saw. This will give you nightmares, and the worst part is it's real. Hey guys, I know it's December, but I wanted to do a spooky video today because so many of you guys recommended this. I got so much comments asking me to read Dear David. From what I can see so far, it's a series of tweets, videos, pics documenting a ghost. I haven't went through these or read anything, so we're gonna go through them together. And everybody said it's really scary. So it starts Monday, August 7th. So my apartment is currently being haunted by the ghost of a dead child and he's trying to kill me. He started appearing in dreams, but I think he's crossed over into the real world now. The first time I saw him, I was experiencing sleep paralysis and I saw a child sitting in the green rocking chair at the foot of my bed. He had a huge misshapen head that was dented on one side. I did my best to draw it. You wake up in the middle of the night and you see this sitting in your rocking chair. What do? I'ma pack my shit and get out. You and your big ass head can have this house. For a while he just stared at me, but then he got out of the chair and started shambling towards the bed. I couldn't move because I was paralyzed. I have sleep paralysis fairly often. It sucks. Right before he reached my bed, I woke up screaming. I had another dream a few nights later where I was in a library and a girl came up to me and said, "You've seen Dear David, haven't you?" I was like, "Who?" And she said, "Dear David, you saw him." She continued, "He's dead. He only appears at midnight and you can ask him 2 questions if you say Dear David first." Then she added, "But never try to ask him a 3rd question or he'll kill you." So this is all going on in his dreams. This is crazy. I would be terrified to go back to sleep. I was very shaking. Having 2 dreams about the same thing is pretty weird. Anyways, a couple weeks passed without incident. Then David came back in another dream. Same situation, I was in bed and he was sitting in the rocking chair near the window staring at me. In the dream I say, "Dear David, how did you die?" He mumbles, "An accident in a store." I say, "Dear David, what happened in the store?" He groans, "A shelf was pushed on my head." That's where the big old dent came from. Pretty sure it doesn't work that way. You must be hella squishy. A bookshelf falls on you, you're gonna have a dent on your head. I'm frozen with fear. I asked, "Who pushed the shelf?" David doesn't answer. I realize that I asked the 3rd question, which I'm not supposed to do. At this point, I wake up absolutely terrified. "Oh, you're gonna die, you're gonna die, you're gonna die." The next couple days, I Google deaths in the city, but I can't find anything about a kid named David dying in a store. I even tried different names like Daniel, Dylan, Devin, nothing. A few weeks go by without incident. Sort of randomly, the apartment above mine is vacated and I have the opportunity to move into it. It's a larger apartment, so I'm thrilled. Another month or 2 goes by and I sort of forget about Dear David. I think he lost track of me because I moved upstairs. Yeah, that apartment was haunted. But lately, something strange is happening. For the past 4 nights, my cats gather at the front door at exactly midnight and just stare at it, almost like there's something on the other side. There's gotta be catnip on that other side. No ghosts here. Last night I got a weird feeling and I looked out the peephole and I'm dead certain I saw movement on the other side. Chill, it's UPS, okay? When I opened the door and turned on the hall light, nothing was there but my cats seemed unnerved, bushy tails, etc. And that's where I am right now. Dear David found me. I think I don't know what to do. I'll keep you updated. For the 6th night in a row, my cat has walked over to my door promptly at midnight and stared at it. Okay, that's a little creepy. I mean, up until this point, all of this could be bullshit. I'm like, why doesn't he just show his phone? But he's taking a pic with it, so. And people don't really have clocks these days. Well, here's a video. I can smell him. He's got catnip. This looks like normal kitty behavior if you ask me. I mean, if this is happening every day at midnight, it's a little weird. So I took a photo through the peephole because I'm too scared to open the door. I feel like I saw something. I couldn't tell, so I mustered the courage to open the door. Nothing was out there, but I took another photo. Look at this. Oh, looks like there's something there. I don't really see anything in this pic. Maybe a face right here. Maybe I'm kind of making out something over here, but I mean, that could be anything. That could be the wall. It could be like your eyes playing tricks on you. Is it just me, or is there something in the first photo, right where the banister meets the shelves, hiding in the stairs? It looks like something. I wasn't sure if it was a smudge or something, so I took a second photo from the inside. There was something out there. Here are the second photos. I don't know about you guys, but this looks like a head to me right here. These are the eyes. These are probably hands. I can't really make out something here. It just looks like dust, or I mean debris on the peephole. I'm getting the heebie-jeebies now. I deadbolted the lock and I got in bed because I don't know what else to do. I can still hear my cat meowing at the door. Oh, the poor cat. So what happens when you take a pic with Flash? It's been pretty quiet tonight. I'm gonna try to keep a sleep talk app to see if anything happens during the night. I'm heading to bed, but the cats are back at the door. They only do this in the middle of the night. It's routine now. And here we go, just minutes before midnight. Meow, 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 meow. It's midnight, midnight, meow, meow, midnight, meow, meow. I want some midnight meow mix. Some snacks. Oh. They're both there now. I don't even know if this is the right kind of salt. Maxwell is extra talkative tonight. He's obviously trying to tell me something. I used the sound app to record my apartment last night. It makes individual recordings each time it hears something. There was 33 recordings. Most of them are pretty vague. A couple of them are passing cars and the like, but there are 3 that I'm interested in. The first is a snapping sound and what seems like a single step. It's odd because I didn't get out of bed all night. I don't know, to me it sounds like the cat, like it jumped off the bed or something. There was an explanation for everything. This one is weird because out of 33 recordings, it is the only one that has a strange electric sound throughout. Somebody said, it's a poltergeist. Oh my god, that scared the shit out of me. Stop. The scariest thing this whole time was another song playing after that sound. He lives in an apartment and you can hear the cars outside in the cat video, so that makes more sense. Then there's another snap and groan. That was him. Nothing out of the ordinary. These happen between 2-3 a.m. I have no explanation for them. I'll keep recording and share if I find anything curious. Getting the F out of my haunted apartment for the weekend. Eyes, nose, and mouth. Mishap and head. Small stature. Please tell me it's just a painting. I see 2 eyes, a mouth, a weird head. Is that in the selfie he took? It's in the selfie he took. Whoa, I see it now. Wait, these are the eyes. This is the nose, this is the mouth. Or it could be these are the eyes. Either way, it does kind of look like a face. Still not convinced. So, a weird thing just happened. Take it with a grain of salt. I bought a Polaroid camera this weekend because they're fun and dorky. I decided to take a few photos around my apartment. Polaroids are stupid and fun and inherently sort of creepy. I didn't expect to find anything, and for the most part I didn't. I took a couple of my living room and bedroom. That's the rocking chair I first saw David in. They're pretty unremarkable. So he actually has the green rocking chair. Bruh, if I saw a ghost in my dream and he kept haunting me, I will get rid of that shit. Don't give him anywhere to sit. If you're gonna come in my apartment, you're gonna have to stand. I know it's a little rude, but he a ghost and he's not supposed to be there in the first place. So you're gonna have to take that away from him. Then I went into the hallway and I snapped a photo. The Polaroid developed completely black. I even ripped open and destroyed a fresh pack to see if it was just an undeveloped Polaroid, but they start out white. I also thought maybe I accidentally covered my lens with my finger, so I took a photo while intentionally covering it. The photo on the left is me covering the lens with my finger, and the one on the right is a fully lit hallway taken just after midnight. So this could be nothing. I'm not sure what to make of it. One last thing I wanted to double check. There's a couple videos of me taking photos. Good! Give me the receipts because I'm not buying it.
Okay, here's my living room. Okay, now I'm gonna take a photo of the hallway just to show you. So let's see what this one does.
Come on. If it doesn't develop, that is actually very creepy.
It's gonna take a minute.
And you know there was a damn poltergeist in there. But I mean, all of this until now I feel like could be faked. I'm gonna need some real proof. It came out totally black again for a second time. Honestly, I don't know why I'm still fucking around with this camera. There might be a logical explanation. Someone told me to take photos from farther away and I tried that. Once with my iPhone and once with a Polaroid. Oh, I don't like this. Okay, this I don't like. He took a picture of the hallway with his iPhone and it came out fine. Left is with my iPhone, right is with my Polaroid. The hall light was on both times. Why is it pitch black each time with a Polaroid? Okay. Somebody call an exorcist. Okay, first of all, you need to get you some holy water. Second of all, you need to get the f out of there. This is the hallway. Keep your door closed. Folks have been arguing with me to get some sage, so I did. So he burned in some sage in the hall, and definitely saging the hell out of this rocking chair because I like it. I don't want to throw it out. IKEA over here selling cursed furniture. Honestly, sage doesn't seem like it'll help much, but I'm open to anything. I barely slept last night. I kept waking up feeling like something was wrong, but who knows, maybe this will do something. Sage did not work. I haven't dreamed about David in a few months, but he appeared last night in the dream. My bedroom was filled with a hazy smoke, but I could see David sitting in the chair across the room. Boy, your sage didn't do anything but make it smell good. You want the rocking chair? I'm gonna put it in the hallway, okay? If you like to chill there so much, just stay out of my apartment. He was smaller this time, almost shrunken. He didn't do or say anything except look at me. Anyways, it feels like a bad omen. It's been 2 weeks and he still does this every night at midnight. Other weird stuff has been happening too. I've been recording myself sleeping and it picks up this weird static electricity sound every night at 3 a.m. It lasts about 5 minutes. This morning, I woke up to the whole house shaking. It felt like a small earthquake. I debated even mentioning that on Twitter because it sounds made up, but I distinctly felt the house swaying. It's just a whole bunch of small things that happened at once. I feel so uneasy, like right before a thunderstorm comes. Everybody is telling me to move, but I don't have any guarantee that this won't follow me. They issued a thunderstorm warning for tonight. Everyone in the city is talking about how weird the sky looks. I can hear rolling thunder in the distance. It doesn't look weird, it looks like a damn thunderstorm. All this ghost stuff has been spooky, but the past weekend, the first time I actually felt unsafe in my home. On Friday night, there was supposed to be a huge storm. In the end it passed, but the night was just bizarre anyway. I fell asleep pretty early. I was incredibly tired for some reason. I had a dream that night where David was dragging me by the arm through an old abandoned warehouse. I'm not sure why I didn't fight back in the dream or how he was strong enough to pull me, but that's the dream logic for you. It was a creepy dream, but I didn't think much of it. When I woke up, I took a shower and then noticed something. I'd waken up with a huge bruise on my arm. Oh no! I've seen this so many times! Ghosts leaving bruises on people. Now look, maybe I injured myself the day before and my arm was hurting during the night, which manifested as a dream. There could be a totally logical explanation for this, so I brushed it off, went to get a coffee, which I do every weekend. When I walk to the coffee place, I always pass a food cart repair depot. It was incredibly busy, especially on weekends. I've lived in the neighborhood for over 4 years, and the place has always been jam-packed with carts getting service. But today it was completely abandoned. The whole warehouse was totally gutted and empty. Well, almost empty. I went inside to look around because I was astonished this place was suddenly empty after all these years. Basically, the only thing in the entire warehouse was a single green chair. Bruh. If you recall, David first appeared in my green rocking chair. It could be nothing, but it's weird that is the only thing left behind. On my way back from coffee, the warehouse had been shuttered. It's remained shuttered since. The chair, my bruise, dreaming about an empty warehouse and then passing by one, it gave me the creeps. Needless to say, I didn't dream much that night. Too many strange things are happening and more frequently. So, I don't know. Anyways, it was a strange weekend. There had been a few small developments in my apartment, but not really sure what to make of them. I just know I'm scared. If you recall, my cats usually gather at the door at midnight, but lately it's been getting earlier and earlier every night. I was almost used to routines, so when they started to cry at the door closer to 10 p.m., I was confused. They began a new routine. Hover around the door at 10 p.m., cry for about 15 minutes, then wander off if nothing's wrong. But this week, something else has been happening. Shortly after the usual cat stuff, around 10:30 or so, I start getting phone calls from an unmarked number. No caller ID. My entire call history for the past week looks like this. You'll notice that I answered once yesterday. Since this has been happening for days on end, I thought it might be an automated telemarketer or something. Usually if it's an automated thing, if you answer once, they quit calling, so I picked up. Instead, what I heard on the other end was a peculiar electrical static sound, very similar to the static in my sleep app picks up at night. I didn't say anything, I just listened, waiting for some automated message to chime in. After about a minute, the static stopped and there was silence. I kept listening. I heard what I thought was breathing, but it was so faint I can't be sure. My heart was racing, so it was hard to hear. Then just as I was about to hang up, I heard a very small voice whisper, "Hello." Something about the way they said hello freaked me out. It wasn't a question or a greeting, just hello. A flat statement, so quiet I could barely hear it. I panicked and hung up. I didn't know what else to do. I closed all my curtains in my apartment and turned on every single light. I watched TV until dawn because I was too scared to go to sleep. I sort of feel like I'm losing my mind. I look at each individual incident on its own. There are perfectly logical explanations for everything. But after 3 weeks of weird shit happening, I don't know how to make sense of it all. The only thing I feel like I can do right now is write everything down, so that's what I'm doing, and that's what I'll keep doing. So I moved the green chair out of the bedroom weeks ago. It's been in various parts of the living room ever since. I should probably get rid of it, but I'm not sure that would have any effect. Also, I'm going on vacation to Japan in 3 weeks, and I keep thinking if I can make it to my trip. This will all end. As dumb as that sounds. David lost track of me once I moved, so maybe if he believes I've left the apartment again, he'll leave me alone. Anyways, last week I bought a pet monitoring camera so I can keep an eye on the cats while I'm overseas. It's basically a nanny cam that connects to Wi-Fi so you can check in whenever you want. It runs 24/7. It also alerts you to sound and movement via an app. I blacked out the company since I doubt they want to be associated with ghosts. In any event, I decided to test it out this weekend. I was away from home one night, so I set up the camera before I left. My phone pinged periodically through the evening, alerting me that the cat's running around and playing normal stuff. Then around 11, it alerted me again that it detected motion, but when I checked the feed of my apartment, I didn't see anything. So I watched the feed again, still nothing. I watched it a third time and finally noticed something. Watch the chair. I'm not sure I want to. If that damn chair is gonna start rocking, oh my lord, oh my lord, oh my lord, throw away the damn chair. This is not okay. This is not. It's the damn chair. This dude with the big ass dented head gonna just chill in your apartment. When you're gone, that's not okay, man. That's not okay. I'm gonna take that chair, I'm gonna put it in the hallway. You can rock out there as much as you'd like. But this is not okay. I knew it couldn't be the wind because I haven't had the windows open all this summer. I have AC and like to keep it chilly. It was unnerving, but there wasn't anything I could do about it right then. So I flipped my phone off and tried not to panic. About half an hour later, I got another motion alert. Oh, do I want to watch this? Here's the feed of that alert. I do not want to. Oh God, oh God, oh my God, oh my God. This guy is not lying. This guy is not lying! This guy is not lying! Holy shit, let's watch this full screen. Oh my lord, what the fuck is that? Look at the chair. Something is straight up moving in that damn chair. And you see that thing at the top? It just falls. It just falls. He rocked that shit so hard it fell. I don't like this. I don't like this anymore. I don't like this anymore. I want this to stop, please. I should get me one of those motion cams, see if anything creepy like that happens in my house. If you missed it the first time, look above the shelf. It's a little turtle shell that I hung up on the wall. Yes, I know it's weird to own a turtle shell, but my family lives in Montana and I picked it up last year at a native trading post. Since I've been back home, I've been too nervous to turn the camera back on, and today has been pretty quiet. That said, I feel really uneasy. I put the chair back in the hall. I hope nothing else happens tonight. It's happening again, thread. I've been leaving the nanny cam on 24/7. It records every time there's movement or sound, as you know. I was going over stuff from the feed this weekend and noticed some weird stuff. During the night on Saturday, while I slept, I recorded the cats in the living room. It seemed pretty unremarkable at first. But then after a few moments, Maxwell freaks out and jumps over something invisible. That's weird. That's, oh, I thought I saw something. And it looks like the cat saw something too. Oh, that's the other cat. I don't think it was a bug or anything. Maxwell doesn't react like that with bugs. He just eats them. Something spooked him. What's more, I never get bugs. So maybe like 3 in all the years I've lived there. Anyways, the next night, the camera recorded a couple more strange videos. Oh my god. Let's see this here video. Specifically, it recorded Maxwell doing this on and off for hours. What, standing on the couch real weird? Oh, maybe he likes to chill up there. That's nothing. He'd sit up on his hind legs and peer around the room as if looking for something, or looking at something. This is odd behavior for him and I can't come up with an explanation for it, especially because in the next video. Okay, there was something there. Whoa. Whoa. What is this? He's possessing your damn cat. What is this? The cat sees the ghost! The cat sees the freaking ghost. How can this be? I do not get it. There's some fishy business going on here and I don't like it. I suppose there's a chance it was a fly, but I honestly never get flies, so that seems unlikely. I just can't shake the feeling that something has made its way into the apartment. It's odd behavior from Maxwell. In any event, things feel off this week. I can't explain it. I've been having so much nightmares lately. They're way more intense than my usual dreams too. I don't know if it's because I'm stressed or if it's something else. This afternoon I took a nap and I had a dream I haven't been able to shake. In the dream I was laying in my bed and rolled over to face the other direction. On the pillow next to me was a severed head with a bloody spine attached, snaking down the bed. The head was staring right at me, somehow still alive. It had this huge smile plastered on its face. Horrified, I screamed, "What happened to you?" The head smiled even bigger. "It feels great," the head groaned. After that, I woke up. It was dark outside by then. Everything was quiet. Other dreams have been just as strange. Things like dark figures staring in my window even though I live on the second floor. Stuff that makes no sense in relation to what I have been experiencing in real life. After that dream about the head, I've been feeling uneasy all night. I couldn't stop thinking about it. I decided to go for a walk, if for no other reason than to get out of my apartment. I went to a bodega a few blocks away to get a snack. On the way, I had to pass the warehouse that was boarded up a few weeks ago. It's actually on the way to everything. I pass it twice a day just to get to the subway. I hurried past it since it freaks me out. At the bodega, I got Doritos and a seltzer, then made my way back home. Making my way back home, walking fast, trying to fuck up these ghosts. When I passed the warehouse a second time, I heard a dull thunk from the other side of the shutters. I froze in place, but there was no other sound after that. I probably should just continued on, but my curiosity got the better of me. There was a grated window next to the doors, about a foot above my head, too high to see into. So I thought to myself, okay, I'm gonna hold my phone up to the window, take one photo, and then run for my life. I made sure my flash was on, positioned my camera lens through one of the grates, and snapped a photo. I almost thought I saw movement when the flash went off, but I couldn't be certain. The light bounced off the grates and was pretty blinding. I couldn't even look at the photo. I just ran all the way home, too jumpy to look at it for a while, and just ate my Doritos nervously. When I finally did look at the photo, here's what I saw. It seemed to be a different part of the warehouse, maybe like an office. What is that? What is this? I don't know what this is. There was a bunch of old insulation and what looked like a filing cabinet and a ripped up leather desk chair. Then I noticed something else in the upper right corner, something that seemed like a face. Oh no, oh. The more I stared at it, the more it started to look like a nondescript blur. Now I can't even be sure what I'm seeing. Maybe I'm too deep into this and my brain wants to see David when he's not there. That's definitely a damn face. It's something. It's something. There's something there. There's something there. I see eyes. I see nose. I see like a skull. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. But here I messed up with the filters on my phone a bit. Tell me this doesn't look like him. This doesn't look like him. I don't know, you can't be sure. I bought a votive tablet at the shrine I'm at in Japan. Please protect my cats while I'm away from home. So in Japan, he saw a statue and one of the kids on the statue had a dented head. I don't know if I'm overreacting, maybe it's nothing. It doesn't feel like nothing. Anyways, I have to pack for my flight home in the morning. It'll be good to see the cats again, at least. Okay, now it's just you overreacting. I made it home safely. The cats are fine, if a little more talkative than usual. Oh, this cat is adorable. Weird things have been happening with the electricity in my apartment this week. First, 2 bulbs have burned out in the hallway in less than a week. At this point, I've just left it alone rather than get a ladder again. But the strangest thing has to do with the black light on my TV. It's an LED strip that plugs into the TV itself via USB. The TV has to be on in order for the backlight to be on, but last night the backlight was flickering on and off by itself. I noticed it sometime before dawn when I woke up and went into the kitchen to get some water. I'd barely got back into the bed again when I saw a faint light come on in the living room. After a few seconds, it went dark again. I went back to the living room and I stood there watching the backlight go on and off for at least a few minutes. It was bizarre. Eventually it stopped and now the backlight doesn't work at all. It's only a couple months old, so it shouldn't be dead already. Anyways, I couldn't go back to sleep, so I went to dinner near my apartment. It was the only thing open at 4 a.m. When I got back home, the sun was starting to come up, so I figured I might as well shower and go into work early. I showered, then brushed my teeth, and then headed to the bedroom to get dressed. As I passed my front door, I thought I heard a faint scratching sound from the other side. It was so soft I wasn't sure it had really happened. I went to the door, but I was too scared to look through the peephole. Since there's a skylight just outside my door, the hall was awash in a faint yellow-green light. I snapped a couple photos. At first the photos didn't seem like anything, just blurry nothingness. But as I analyzed it and started noticing things, part of a face, an ear, an eye staring right back at me. This is an ear, I'm taking it. Oh god. Oh god. I see a freaking eye here and an ear here. And this is a bald ass head. I see it now. I think maybe it's time to get someone else involved. Obviously this isn't gonna stop until I do something. I'm just not sure what that is yet. I'll let you know when I figure something out. First I had a friend come over to do some cleansing stuff. She did the whole apartment in the hallway. A lot of self-proclaimed professional mediums have reached out, plus a dozen ghost hunter TV shows. I've declined them all because I don't really want strangers in my house sensationalizing what's going on. So instead I had a friend come over and cleanse the place for about a week or so. It seemed like it worked. Things appeared to go back to normal. The cats weren't gathering at the door anymore. I stopped having dreams. It was like starting to seem like it was over. Then one morning last week, I was walking to work and passed the shuttered warehouse as usual. This time, all the metal doors were wide open, sunlight pouring in. The warehouse was still mostly empty except for one thing. There was a hearse parked near the back wall. Alright. The warehouse had been closed for over 2 months. I have no idea why it was open that day. No one was around. It was weird, but I tried not to think about it. It's not all that strange to see a hearse, I guess. Like, they have to park somewhere. I tried to put it out of my mind. The next several days were uneventful. But something else happened last night. It was around 11 or so and I was watching TV on the couch. I went into the dining room to get a drink from the fridge and noticed both cats sitting by the far window staring up at it. The window looks out onto the roof of the businesses next door. I glanced out the window but didn't see anything. I figured that maybe there was a mouse on the wall or something. I shrugged and grabbed a beer from the fridge. As I went to the kitchen to get a bottle opener, I noticed something. There's a window in the kitchen which looks out onto the same roof, and someone was standing on the roof staring at me. I immediately ducked down, reached up and flicked the light switch and peered the windowsill, but I couldn't see much. My phone was in my pocket, so I grabbed it and took a photo. It was blurry and dark, but I swear someone was out there. Where? I don't see somebody. Maybe they like to chill on the roof. I tried to take a better photo, but the figure had disappeared. I closed all the blinds and made sure the door was locked and drank 5 more beers until I was too drunk to be scared. But now I feel like I'm back at square one. I'm sure it was him. He's not going away. I don't know what to do. It's been about 4 months since I first dreamed of David. This might be long, but stick with me. Last night I dreamed about him again. It was almost exactly the same as the first time I saw him. In the dream, I saw him in a chair again. I don't have the green chair in my room anymore. This time it was a recliner I've had for years. He was staring right at me, just like the first time. Again, I felt paralyzed. I could barely move, but this time something was different. I still felt mostly immobile, but I could squirm just a little bit. I felt more alert. I could move my hands somewhat. David glared at me, and I dreaded what I knew was coming. He was going to get out of the chair and come towards me like before. I had to do something. I kept my phone next to me on the bed, and I somehow managed to get a hold of it. I thought, if David is going to kill me, maybe I can at least get evidence on my phone. I started snapping pictures in the dark. Sure enough, he crawled down off the chair and began shuffling towards me. He moved slowly, like it was a struggle for him. I felt terrified, but I kept taking photos. David limped closer towards me, never taking his eyes off me. Soon I was face to face with him. He started muttering something, too quiet for me to understand. I watched as his eyes rolled back in his head until they were all white. I tried to writhe away from him, but I could barely move. I stared in horror as he began crawling up into my bed, still murmuring something. And that's when I woke up, same as before. Broad daylight, no trace of David anywhere. It's almost routine now, but it was a dream after all, so I got up and went to work. After a while, the stress of the dream melted away. I wasn't even gonna write about this since it wasn't new information, but tonight I noticed something that petrified me. I went into my phone to find a picture from a couple days ago, and I saw dozens of pitch black photos on my camera roll. All from last night. Oh no, it's better to just show you. Turn up your brightness because they're pretty dark. Oh my god, I don't want, oh my fucking god. Oh my, no way this is real. No way this is real. Oh my god, no, I'm gonna turn my brightness back down. Thank you. I can't believe it. I literally cannot believe this. This is not real. This is not real. It can't be real. There's no way this is real. Oh, no. Bye. Bro, this is actually real. This is actually real. This is not real. This is not real. This is not real. This is not real. This is the one that made my heart drop. Usually I can come up with some sort of excuse for what's happening, but I have no logical explanation for this. So I'm sitting here on my couch freaking out. I certainly won't be able to sleep. I just felt like I needed to get this out. For anyone asking, yes, I am alive. I've been on the quiet side because there's something I'm trying to investigate and I'm not sure how to yet. I'd rather not tweet unless I have something substantial to share. It's also sort of hard to explain the logistics of what I'm trying to find out, but I'll do my best. Basically, there's a part of my apartment I'm just learning about. At least that's what I think. To refresh your memory, I live in a duplex. I used to live on the first floor, now I live on the second floor. It's a long, boxy building that looks like this. The other week I was tweeting the most recent update from the living room couch. About 30 seconds after I sent the last tweet, I heard a thump directly above my head, as if something above me had dropped something on the floor, which is impossible since I'm at the top apartment. Also, there's no way to access the roof. There aren't any ladders on the outside of the building. The only way you'd get on the roof is through a skylight in the hallway, and there are no trees in the immediate vicinity either. It definitely wasn't pipes either. It was distinctly the sound of something falling to the floor. My building is old and makes lots of noises, but this was a new sound and it startled me. So I'm thinking, is there some secret crawl space in my home? I look all over my apartment, but I can't figure it out, so I go into the hallway, and that's when something dawns on me. There's no real way to ease into this, so I'll just say it. There's a mysterious hatch in my hallway. I've always known about it, but I just assumed it opened directly into the roof. It's really high above the stairs, so I always figured it was impossible to access this without some sort of fancy professional ladder. I took the video so you can see how high it is. Oh damn, that's pretty damn high. I see that hatch every morning when I leave for work and think nothing of it, but this time something dawned on me. It can't lead to the roof because it's actually below the roof. I'm about to spring some simple math to you, so I apologize in advance. I checked Google Earth to make sure the hatch is about 3 feet below the skylight, meaning there's about 3 feet of empty space between the two openings. I think maybe the hatch leads to a short ladder going through the roof, but even if that's the case, the hatch is level with all the ceilings in my apartment. That means there's 3 feet of empty space all all over my apartment. I was ready to explain this for a few reasons. One, it might just be some sort of insulated space that all residential buildings have. I'm not an architect, so what do I know? It doesn't seem relevant enough at the time, so I decided I wasn't gonna mention it here. But over the past week and a half, I've been hearing more things above me. A few days after the first sound, I heard a similar thump while I was in the kitchen. Then last night, I heard something small clink to the floor and roll about 6 feet before stopping. Something is going up there. Maybe it's a raccoon, maybe it's not. I also can't get over the fact that the hatch is in such a weird, inaccessible place over the stairs. I need to investigate. I'm just not sure how right now. So this video is getting really, really long. So basically, he just bought a pole off Amazon and there's no tweets after that. I will keep you updated. Leave a like if you want a part 2 when we get more information about this. But oh my god, this actually blows my mind. Like, it's not bullshit. It's actually real. I'm scared. But anyways, that's all for today. You're the real MVP for sticking this whole time. If you watched the whole thing, you're amazing. I love you. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you subscribe to join the wolf pack. Ow! I love you guys so much. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys.